Learn as if you will live forever, live like you will die tomorrow. Mahatma Gandhi. Life is knowledge and knowledge is life. Lifelong learning starts with you. This initial stage is where everyone starts molding their foundation. It is the commencement process by which one begins identifying their purpose in life, and as they mature through the process, they advance through a series of discovery and rediscovery phases of their strengths and weaknesses. Learning about everything else without ever learning about oneself first is a purposeless pursuit at best, with the possibility of being worse off. Everything in and around you is knowledge, and knowledge is everything in and around you. Everything you see, hear, say, sense, smell, feel, taste, think, or do is knowledge. Knowledge is you. Your vault for knowledge is like a size-wise limitless inflatable balloon. The more you learn, the bigger it gets over time. Knowingly or unknowingly, no knowledge learned is ever wasted. Because knowledge can become less valuable in the marketplace of ideas over time, a lifelong commitment to learning becomes the only remedy. This signature of knowledge acquired to become redundant is as a result of man's emulous unquenchable quest to know more. The prudent act of incessantly learning to know more is what gives the dedicated few lifelong learning pacesetters an edge over the rest. Anyone with enough ceaseless desire and the right frame of mind, who prioritizes lifetime learning as an accomplishment worth achieving, should reap the benefits accordingly. Never focus on the cost of learning, let your center of attention remain the benefits of the knowledge acquired. You are going to make a lot of different investments as you sail through the voyage of life. It might interest you to know that life itself is your most precious and valuable investment. Century after century, time after time, it has remained evident beyond a shadow of doubt that lifelong learning is the most trustworthy master key to opening man's doors of life's challenges. If you possess any shred of doubt to this truth, then try deep-rooted benightedness. Life has been dubbed by too many to be too short. Too short indeed. Whether or not you agree with such an assessment, you can never influence the hands of time, neither fast-forwarding or rewinding backwards, not even stopping or pausing. Every time currency spent can never be retrieved either, so don't spend your time extravagantly on worthless endeavors. To make the most out of this lifetime and experience all the beauty of life, it's imperative one learns as if life was without expiration. Carry on every day by taking well-informed risks, and capitalizing on new opportunities as if life was due the day after. Maintain a lifelong effort towards learning and unlocking your full potential without overstressing about outcomes. Recovering from any meaningful setback often hinges on the power of having the right mindset, which in times of difficult challenges can help you stay focused on your goals and ambitions no matter what. Living each moment as if it were your last helps make every decision meaningful because you're fully aware of its consequences. In all fairness, learning only happens in the living, and every single moment in the living is a learning opportunity. This is exactly why learning is a lifelong process that is continual and never stops as long as you live. That doesn't necessarily mean there is any compulsion of some sort for mankind to always learn. It is simply a responsible mindset adopted by successful people in their living. If you haven't already absorbed this mindset, then it is more than likely you have self-inducted into life's most decorated hall of failure. Success is the outcome desired by most if not all, and even those who have never put forth any effort worthy of success to dream of triumph. It is an output hugely resultant from your input, so the more you decorate your input through learning, the more likely it will continue to reflect in your life's output. Even more so when this adornment is born from learning on tested knowledge. In the minds of many, there is always the temptation to reduce the rewards of learning to knowledge only. Such a categorization is factually premature and shallow. Undoubtedly, knowledge is the fruit of learning theories, but know-how, expertise, and experience are the fruits of labor for putting this knowledge into total action. This distinction between the former and the latter is paramount to anyone's lifelong quest for the continuous growth of their human knowledge capital. Even though learning is not the sole cause for success or failure, a lack thereof is nothing short of pouring gasoline on an already out-of-control fire. In all honesty, because there is zero chances for stable success in life without learning, there is zero chances for continuous stable success in life without continuous learning. It is almost certain that those who possess the burning desire to either know or know more, ask questions or more questions. What good is life without continuous learning? What should I learn? What good is accumulating knowledge if you will never put it to use? What good is my knowledge if I can't exchange it for value? Can I acquire experience before knowledge? Should I continue learning or stop? What is the possibility of learning without life? Life is always evolving. Individually, humans have no control over the velocity of these changes, but as a group, humankind collectively influences these pace settings. All learning without execution is simply knowledge, but all knowledge acted upon, whether failed or successful, is experience. It is almost guaranteed that all learning without taking action is tantamount to failure. It is always vital not to lose guard of the fact that time passes quickly, so it is also essential to take action and not just accumulate knowledge. Learn, act upon what you've learned, learn the outcome of your actions, retrospect and make purposive adjustments. This learning curve is cyclical in nature, so it is never ending. Successful people see this cycle as a mandate, whilst unsuccessful people see it as an acquiescence. Taking action can either lead to positive or negative outcomes. In the former, continuous learning will open up new opportunities for growth, and corridors for success in the latter. Assuredly, death is a fact of life and human lives are finite, so by living like there's no guarantee for the next day, people can motivate themselves to take action promptly. You can muscle your boundaries out of your comfort zone, a move that often rewards the determined few, willing to pay the price of success through sacrifices. Living like one will die the following day entails a lot of brevity. It is a mindset that can drive anyone forward in life and help them make the best out of every passing day. It will push you to better optimize the use of your time while also maximizing the impact of your actions. Knowledge and know-how play a crucial role in connecting the learning process to effective action taking, so you can gain experience, seize opportunities, and eventually reward yourself with success. Living a life of aspirations necessitates the balance between learning and taking action. A mindset of continuous learning brings to bear life's ultimate shield to inescapable challenges. Knowledge and experience are essential in developing a positive mindset that allows you to take risks with little fear of failure while also enjoying life to its fullest. It doesn't matter how much knowledge or know-how you have acquired, any possibility of an addiction to perfection will be a self-inflicted wound or an unforced error. This holds true irrespective of the goals and milestones you aim to achieve, whether short-term or long-term. At any point you become comfortably perfect at any particular repetitive action in life, chances are, you've stopped recognizing new opportunities for growth. And most likely than not, your burning desire for continuous learning is losing steam. Retrospect diligently. Investing your time wisely in achievable goals, using failure as a motivator instead of an obstacle, can pay off when trying to find success in life's pursuits. Needless to remind you that in life you can only give what you have is what you have become. What you have become is what you are, because what you are is what you know and or know how. So if you don't like the outcome of your life, then the problem is most definitely in your input. When you combine both optimistic mindsets of continuous learning and the urgency to take action, you gain a profound appreciation for life that helps you thrive. There is no limit to what one can learn or gain from knowledge gained over time, and there are no limits to how much these prepare you up front for the different situations and circumstances life will throw at you. If you ever get caught up in overthinking the sacrifices involved in continuous learning, evaluate the price you are willing to pay for its lack thereof. When the cost of success ever hangs on the balance of knowledge and or know-how, remember that the sacrifices you would have to make in continuous learning to acquire knowledge still remain relatively cheaper. Value in life has always been and always will be quantified by one's ability to use the knowledge they have learned to solve the problems of others in exchange for monetary worth. Learn more, know more, do what you know more, continue learning, and neither failure nor defeat will ever summon the effrontery to invoke fear in your mind. Life doesn't have any other available performing magic wand for commanding success enthroned with inexpugnable achievements like lifelong learning. Personally evaluate your current accomplishments in life, and based on all you know or have experienced thus far, how much more would you be able to accomplish if you could double how much you already know or know how? For every knowledge currency you spend, you get back more in return. Continue learning to acquire more knowledge, so you can continue spending your knowledge currency to get back more rewarding know-how in return. Nobody can ever take away from you your knowledge or experience gained. It is yours, and yours for life. Never stop learning, and as you acquire more knowledge, never stop taking action. The sky is your limit.